Hello, good evening. My name is Shashina Gibbs, and I am grateful that you are taking your time out tonight to listen to another episode of Entrepreneur on the Rise podcast. Our podcast is brought to you by Real Sisters Rising Women Business Association. Real Sisters Rising Women Business Association is a membership-based organization that helps women entrepreneurs start, run, and grow successful businesses. Tonight, I want to introduce you to one of our most amazing members. This is our member spotlight night, and this woman is someone who's been a part of my life since 2006. It's not a virtual friendship. This is someone I met in multi-level marketing, and we have been connected, and we have been building, and we've been acting silly ever since. So I want to introduce you tonight to the most fabulous and glamorous Lytoya Parker, CEO and founder of Gorja RCC Management. Hi, Miss Parker.
Hi, Miss Shashina Gibbs. How are you today?
I am doing great.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much. It's definitely an honor and a privilege to be interviewed by you on your amazing podcast, and I definitely want to thank you for putting together such an amazing platform for women business owners to showcase themselves, and I thank you. So thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And, you have been around through the transitions of Real Sisters Rising, so this is definitely something new to add to our brand and our services, and I'm excited about it. Just giving the members another platform to get exposure for their businesses, stories, and their causes. So I'm thankful, and again, thank you everyone for listening, because Ms. Parker is someone you need to know. So Lytoya Parker. Everyone wants to get to know you, and if they don't, I want them to get to know you. So, I want you to share with us what is Gorja RCC, and how did that come about?
How did it come about? Gorja RCC Management is my company. It actually just started from helping Shanice Starr with her business, and you, Shashina Gibbs, pulling it out saying you should start a company. So that's how Gorja RCC came about. Gorja is actually my grandmother's name. RCC is my brother's and my sister's initials, and that's the purpose behind Gorja RCC. I totally focus only on African American women, helping them with their business, helping them with their life, and helping them in different aspects of themselves. We now offer intuitive life coaching, business coaching, and a plethora of different services via Gorja RCC.
That's hot. But I want to know, what made you decide to just work with African American women? What challenges are we facing that you feel that you have?
Well, the target market actually for my company actually was derived from anger. Like I was pissed at how we as African queens and goddesses and princesses was being portrayed in the media. It literally brought tears to my eyes, and I said, oh my gosh, there's something we can do about this. And I said, okay, I can't go inside and change the media, but I can put African queens and African queens and goddesses in the media. So that was my mission. That's how I started it, and I decided to work with African women because I'm a believer that we are the mother of civilization. I'm a believer that the whole universe is African American woman. I believe that everything starts and comes from us. So you work with the woman, you change the woman, you change the universe. So that's my philosophy, and I've been sticking with it. It hasn't been easy, but I've been sticking with it.
I know that since I've known you, that's all you have talked about. And since I've known you, you have been sticking by it. And, of course, it's not easy because people in life will challenge you to see if you're really, I'm going to say, passionate about what you want to do. If you say, I want to do this, and then something else comes and you switch over there, that may be some type of test that you're really not passionate about what you're doing, that you're willing to just do anything for whatever, money or because somebody asks you for whatever reason. But knowing you, you have been sticking to that. No matter what you do, that has just been your focus, helping African American women in a positive light. So I want to thank you for that, because we do need more women to step up and show us how to better ourselves and be a better self. So, so your new company that not your new company, your reinvention of your company, right? If somebody wanted to contact you or wanted to work with you, like, how could they reach you?
Well, right now, it'd be best just to simply email me if you wanted to reach me and work with me and sit with me and vibe with me and to see if we have a match. Because I'm working on rebranding and restructuring my company, my website is under construction right now, it's exciting because I'm excited to have my presence online back and work with new people, new brands, and new entities. So right now, emailing me is best at lytoyaparker@gmail.com, and we can take it to the next level.
Cool. So now, talking about your business, we're going to still stick in line with that. What would be, in the business sense, what is one challenge that you see that just bugs you, us African American women are dealing with right
now? Lack of self-love and self-worth. And that trickles down into your business, because what I have learned going through my journey and identifying who I am and working on myself and going through my own personal trials and tribulations and wondering why, just wondering why you haven't kind of like, quote unquote, made it. You have everything in order, but what's wrong? What's going on? And the common denominator for what I see via just watching and definitely watching self is lack of self-love and lack of self-worth.
Yeah, I see that all the time. Like, when I walk in the streets, I just want to say certain things to certain people when I see things. And people who know me say, go ahead and say it. Well, you got to be cautious about how you approach people, how you talk to people, because even though part of them may know that you mean good and you're trying to help them, at first they don't take it that way, and they'll get really defensive and sometimes hostile, as if you're trying to play them or you're hating or something like that. So it turns into something else, so it makes it really difficult sometimes to help another woman in a particular situation when they're not showing that they love themselves. How do you approach that?
Well, it can be definitely challenging working with anyone that is struggling with anything, but I approach it from a place of love, a place of encouragement, a place of reminding them who they really are. And once you remind someone who they really are, you start striking chords within their spirit, because their spirit knows who they are, but their flesh just need a reminder. So I definitely always lean to the level of encouraging, a level of reminding. And I don't have all the magic words. I just tell the truth. That you can and that you will and that you can do anything that you desire.
And that is so true.
Yeah.
I know it has been, when we first met, you used to be cheering me on and just hugging me. I'm like, what is wrong with this lady? Why she's always hugging on me? And you hug me so tight, and you're like, I just love you. I'm like, why? And I didn't mind it, but it was so much, and I was like, she really is like loves showing her love to people. And I said, how do other people respond to that? I know how I was, But I learned because I learned to care about you, and automatically, like, you had no choice but to care about you and like you. Who wouldn't do it? I don't understand who wouldn't. But it was like, okay, she is real, like, she really loves herself, because if you love other people and show your love to other people, that way you have to love yourself. Like, so you rub off on a lot of people. And somebody asked me a long time ago, and I think we had this conversation. They look at our pictures and they said, why she always look like she's choking you? Because you love a lot. But I said, no, she was hugging me. She was hugging me, and I was, like, trying to loosen the hug. That's all. That's what you do. And
everyone says that.
Yeah, that's what you do. And, and it's like, if you are in your circle, you gotta learn to love that. Yeah, hug that. That's all. So I know that your spirit rubs off on a lot of people, and which is a great thing. So I wish I could rub you off on a lot of people, just walking in the street, just have a mini Toya in my pocket and just rub. Because you know me, I'm more nonchalant, laid back type of person. Nonchalant man. And I'm laid back, so I don't really talk to a lot of people I don't know. But I look at them and I just want to walk up to them and say certain things. Some people I'm able to start a small conversation with just by saying hello or complimenting them. And that right there will open up a door to let me know if I could say something else to them. But some people got the attitude, like, don't even bother them. Right now is not a good day. So those are the people I'll be wanting to take a little mini Toya and just sprinkle some dust on them. Even on Facebook and social media, some of the posts, I'm like, oh my goodness, like, what is wrong? I just want to put all of those women in a circle and, put them in a room and just let's just let it out. Let's cry together and let's go hug. What's your thing? Let's go hug a tree.
Yes, let's go tree hugging.
Yeah, light a candle or something like that. Let's get it out our system, because, like you said, it trickles down into your business, and then what ends up happening is your business is failing, and you're not realizing that your business is failing because you're not loving yourself. And like I know, if you don't take care of yourself, what happens? You're going to end up in bed sick. You're going to go through depression. All kinds of things happen when you don't love yourself. And, it's horrible, the stories we hear, and people don't realize, I say and a lot, but people don't realize that those issues is what's affecting their business success.
Right.
It's not the marketing. It's not the lack of money. It's not because people are hating on you or your competition is doing better. It's that you're not loving yourself, so something is holding you back. And life is happening because you're not loving yourself. Do you agree?
I absolutely agree, because people, what I've seen recently is that you tell someone, like, you ask them, do you love yourself? Yeah, I love myself. Yeah, of course I love myself. They feel that way, but there's some things you just won't do when you love yourself. There's just some things that you just won't do. So I definitely believe love is the cure.
So we need to start spreading more love. Start
Absolutely.
letting our African American women and men and other cultures, but like you say, your target market is African American women. You gotta really love each other and stop hating on each other. And what I did learn is that I'm not gonna say learn, but I noticed, and more people need to know this. When somebody is giving you constructive criticism, they're not hating on you. They're really trying to help you. It's a difference of someone hating on you, being jealous of you, and someone actually trying to help you, where if you're walking down the street and somebody say, hey, miss, your skirt is ripped. You may not know your skirt was ripped, but you're going to say, oh, my God, she's hating on me, or email, so you got your website up, and certain things is not in place, and somebody send you an email and give you a tip on how to change it or fix it, and you might notice that person's in the same industry you are. They're not hating on you. They're really genuinely trying to help you. And I have had that someone on Instagram. I had posted some images on Instagram that I had created, and she privately messaged me, and she has a women's organization in another state, and she said to me, "Listen, this is a great website I use to create more sharp images for Instagram." And I was like, "Thank you, I'm grateful." And I went to the site and I checked it out, and I've been using it. She didn't have to take that time out. I don't stop calling her a hater. She was looking out for me.
Absolutely.
We are a reflection of each other, regardless of what people think. You going out looking like crap, men don't say Toya's out there looking a hot mess. They're like, "Look at all these black women." See, that's why I don't mess with black women now. They don't just say you. They just categorize us all for what they see one or two or 10 other women do.
Right.
So also, I want to, bring up other things that you have done in your business career, and what most people know you to do is being an event producer. You have produced your own events. You have consult other people for their events. You partner with people, and people have always wondered how Miss Parker be getting those celebrities at the event. What she be doing, who she know, and how it's getting done. I want her to help me. I need to do what she's doing, right? And I know you done heard all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Tell us more about your event producing services.
Well, that is one of the most popular questions is, how did you book this person? How you doing, Toya? That is like one of the most popular questions I get. And I'm very honest. It's very organic. I don't have any inside connects. I'm just a professional stalker. And if I want you at my event, I'm going to get you. I do events with my client and my business partner, Miss Shanice Starr, and I have consulted with Miss Tiffany Beverly Malott with her conference, and my own conferences, Unlock Your Dreams, and Shashi and I had the workshops together, and no matter how we book the people, it's definitely being persistent and consistent, and being determined and understanding that you can manifest anything that you want at the price that you want as well.
Yeah, and I'm a witness to your stalking. And when I mean stalking, she will tweet, email, call, Facebook, inbox, whatever you want to call it, to the celebrities that she wants until she hears a response from them. Whether they say, "No, I can't make it," "Yes, I can make it," whatever it is, until she's happy with her response, she will keep reaching out. There's no particular template email, nothing. There's no publicist involved. She just goes out and get it done. And one of the things that she does, she sticks to that phone, and I'm going to get her award one day just for being one of the best, cold callers that I know. I despise making phone calls, and I don't hide that, but I do it. But Miss Parker, Lytoya Parker, is telling me when she wants somebody at her event, she goes out there and she makes it happen. So, I know people have asked you, were you a publicist before, right?
Oh, my gosh. Am I a publicist? Am I a marketer? Do I work in advertising? Are you a graphic designer? Do you do websites? I hear every title because it's impossible for one person to do so many departments. So I am not a publicist. I am not a web designer. I'm not a graphic designer. I am like Lytoya Parker with a strong mission and purpose to get it done.
And you have to. When you start your own company, many people decide, I don't want to work with corporate America no more. I'm going to quit my job. They don't realize that, and I say this so often, when you work in a 9 to 5, somebody at the top is working 24/7. They have created a system where they have departments and they have manuals that the manual is laying out what you do for your job at your cubicle or your desk or whatever. And the next person has a manual that's teaching them, telling them what to do for their particular task. But there's somebody at the top who's working 24/7 while you're working 9 to 5. So when you decide you want to quit your 9 to 5 from that one position, your one position might be receptionist, right? So you quit the job because you want more money and more time freedom. You say, I'm going to start my own business. Guess what? Now you're working 24/7 or however how many hours you can work, because now you're home with the family. You got to deal with whatever's going on at home and life. And you got to wear all the hats. You got to become the event planner, the publicist, the marketer, the web designer, all this until you're able to financially pay somebody to do it. And Ms. Parker does it all, and sometimes she resources out. And I love when you and Shanice did Celebrate Our Brother, and I had the whole glam squad there. That was like super. Then you had the media there, people getting interviewed, and that like took your event, your personal event to another level, because you had the glam squad there. Every time you do another event, it goes to another level because you learn from the previous, right?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
But to do that, you had to form partnerships, right?
Yeah, form partnerships, and have amazing people in your front row, and I've been blessed with that, I've been blessed to have people that give me some serious critiques. So I have people that say, like, Toya, that was horrible. Don't ever do it again. So I'm able to expand my growth because I have an amazing front row. And I have amazing partners. It has truly been a blessing when you really look over your journey as being a business owner. And starting, like you were saying, I wanted to say something upon that. As far as working 24/7, I mean, there's been times when I haven't slept for like 3 days straight, 4 days straight, producing an event, or just having back-to-back events and getting everything done, doing social media pushes. So, but you don't have to do that today. Like today, you can go to colleges and get some interns to assist you, not to do it all for you, but to assist you. And please believe, any level of assistance is definitely a great deal of help. So today, it's just you have companies just like Real Sisters Rising that you're able to resource out for social media assistance and for marketing and branding packages. So today is different from when we got in the grind, right, Shashina? It's a little different today. You can optimize your tweets and your posts on social media. And when we were starting out, you had to literally sit up and make sure you was posting in every Yahoo group, every MySpace page, and sending out them emails. So today you have you may could sleep for maybe 2 hours. So
yeah, I love Hootsuite, girl. I love Hootsuite.
Yeah.
And the fact that Facebook now has on Facebook pages the scheduler. It's a lot of resources out there now to help busy entrepreneurs, and they have where you can hire the interns from, Urban Interns, and you could pay $5 for certain services on Fiverr. And there's other websites too. I'm not sure of them at the moment, but it's a lot of help out there. Just all you got to do is map out what you need done and start delegating, resourcing out. And if you need help, some consulting on that, you can reach out to Ms. Parker. Tell them your email address again.
Lytoya, that's Lytoya, Toya, Parker, Parker @gmail.com.
So, Ms. Parker is great at producing events, making those connections, and just making an awesome event happen. And one thing I do have to say, I am biased because I have gotten honored at two of her events, and I am being honored again in 2015.
Absolutely.
It's not because she loves me to death, and it's not because we know each other. It's because she feels I earned it, just like the other women and men that have been honored at previous events of hers. And it's the different things you do in your life when you're consistent at telling your story, when you're consistent at building your business, and just, doing the damn thing. People have survived many challenges in life, and just getting recognition for that can help you love yourself, learn to love yourself. Am I right?
You are absolutely right. I believe that I get that the most, that you always want to honor your friends. And absolutely, if they deserve it, they get honored, and it's point blank and simple. Who else is going to do it? If I have the platform to highlight a friend that's dear to me and that's doing a damn thing, I definitely will. Shashina and Shanice Starr was honored at both of my Unlock Your Dream conferences, both of them, 2008 and 2013. And the reason why is because they unlock their dreams at another level. They continue to elevate. So how dare I honor 20 other sisters and brothers and not honor the ones that's closest to me? And that's what I'm talking about. If you want to build a nation, you have to start in your community. Start with people that's dearest and closest to you. So I will continue to highlight greatness. I will continue to highlight my friends and family that deserve the highlight. And it can be annoying to people. I quite frankly don't give a damn. If you deserve it, I bow down. If you are doing a thing, I bow down. And this past Unlock Your Dreams conference in 2013 was absolutely epic. It was amazing to honor Shashina again, Marquette Grant again, Marquette Grant for the first time, Gabrielle Barnes and Shanice Starr and Chanel Parker. These are ladies that was dear to me, that are dear to me, and to highlight them, to see them get the award, and to put that in my records, it's a privilege and an honor. So.
What I love most about the event is your mom and your family. You honor your mom for every event. It's just that your family they're very supportive, and that is a big I'm not gonna say problem, but it's a challenge in many of our businesses because we look for our families to support us no matter what we're doing, and we don't always get that. That's why even with my business, I am like, sometimes my family just throw me off guard and shock the heck out of me. But I am grateful that I get support from my family. It might not be every step of the day, every step I make, but they do show their support. And so conversations out of nowhere, they be saying things. I'm like, oh, wow, they was paying attention. I know I have that support from my family. So when I see it from you and from your family, and I always tell you this, especially your brothers, like, they're very supportive of you. They show up with a suit, or somehow share advice with you. If they're not showing up physically, they're going to share advice with you. Before you should do it like this, you should, they're supportive of you. And there's so many women entrepreneurs and people in business that do not get that. They don't have that luxury.
Well, Shashina, it didn't always start out like that. Like my mom, my mom is absolutely amazing. I mean, bless her. She is one of she's the dearest queen to my heart. But she was that mom that go to school, get good grades, get a great job, and get a corporate job. You know what I'm saying? So that was her. She painted my life for me, and that was not my makeup. I did the college thing. I had the 2-job thing, and network marketing was introduced to me, and I started my clothing line early, and I fell hard on that one. But when network marketing was introduced to me, my mother said, you know what, you're bugging. You're smoking all kinds of pot right now. I'm not supporting this. But I stopped pulling for her support. And sometimes when we want it so bad, we keep banging at the person that don't want to give it to you. So I found it elsewhere. You know, it was Miss Cassandra Morris and Shanice Starr that said, you know what, we got your back. And then people like yourself, Shashina, was birthed in my life, and Tion and Shanetta, and it was this 2005 with Bianca Brown, all these ladies, they supported me. And I would never forget, it was at a memorial service for a lady dear to my heart, and my mom first saw the work that I do. It was just a slideshow. It was just a video slideshow, actually. But she was amazed. And at that point, she was just like, wow, I had no idea. Mind you, she had came to the Speak Truth, Live Truth event in 2005, but she still didn't buy in yet. And it was in 2008 at Unlock Your Dreams conference is when my mom said, you are divine, and I love you, and I support you. And she has been on board ever since. So I went through my own journey of crying at night, saying, I just want her to support me. And she's like, no, get a job. I am supporting you. You have somewhere to sleep, right? So then you just have to let it go, and that's what I did. And I found love elsewhere until she got on board. So to see them now there and just like all sold out, it's definitely a blessing. I mean, my whole family turned on me. It was like, you're bugging. You doing this network marketing thing with Prepay Legal at the time, now Legal Shield. You're bugging. You know, get a job, Lytoya. So now it's just like.
Was amazing.
Huh?
That Unlock Your Dreams conference was amazing because I went through the same thing. Remember, I told you I had to threaten my family and say, if y'all don't come to this conference, I am not talking to y'all no more.
You did. And I remember that.
Up.
They showed up and showed out. That was an amazing event. It was a full house, and it was full of love and activation. And everyone that graced that stage, definitely, it was turned up. I mean, that's when the Brenda Eastons and Denise Bess and Althemas definitely came, and Sharon Myers, and definitely came alive. So I bowed down to the Unlock Your Dreams 2008 crew.
Yes, and there were so many people that I didn't get to meet there at the event because I didn't know who they were in face the physical form, right? And then meet them years later, and then go back and look at the picture and say, how am I just meeting you now? We were on it together on that stage. You were standing like next to me. You were standing two people away from me. And I was like, wow, we got honored together. And like Tony Herbert, I didn't know who he was then. And we had said hi to each other there. And we got honored together. And not till a couple of years ago, me and him started connecting. And then I looked back on the picture and was like, he was right there. You know? And Georgia Woodbine, we didn't connect then. We connected years later. And I said, you know, certain people, you cross each other's paths in your life. And at some point, you will have me face to face because what they say, there's a season for everything.
Right.
You know, people come into your life for a reason, and that event opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people. That first conference that you did, it opened a lot of doors for many people, and a lot of people connected with those who, because we didn't have Facebook back then. It was Yahoo groups and was it MySpace?
It was Yahoo groups and MySpace, and
yeah. So we really didn't see people's faces because everybody put their logos up, and you know you didn't have that voice. We wasn't really doing YouTube videos, so you didn't know who you was really dealing with. So that event, people were networking, and just it was just love all through the event. So, is there any other service you want to highlight that you provide through Gorja RCC Management?
Excuse me. Well, I have another company which is called Bliss, And most people don't know about it. I am definitely unleashing it in 2015. It's, of course, it's under Georgia, but it's titled Bliss, and it's in regards to wellness and spirituality and your divine self. And what I offer is wellness coaching and intuitive life coaching. So just not life coaching where I'm saying you're the greatest, you can make it, but it's coming from an intuitive standpoint. So I am highly, 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 highly an advocate for living your blissful state, being the happiest person you can be, being your truest self, and that's the belly of Gorja RCC, you know. So I derive everything around spirituality. If you came from any of my conferences, you will not miss Chanel, my younger sister, doing some type of inspirational dance where she's communicating with her higher being to communicate with the audience. So I created a company to be able to offer services in that realm.
Awesome. So when will you be launching Bliss and with the website and everything and taking clients?
Well, the website is done, yay, and it's going to launch in February, so I am ecstatic about it.
Cool. So we're going to have you come back here so you can talk to us about Bliss.
I'll definitely be honored to do so.
So I want to say thank you and good night to everybody, but thank you, Ms. Parker, for taking your time out tonight and talking to me and my listeners. And we're looking forward to coming to your event and learning more about Gorja RCC Management. And what do you have the fan page? Like, how can anybody find you on Facebook?
Oh, yeah, my fan page, Gorja RCC Management. That's GORJA RCC Management. You can definitely connect with me on Facebook. Also, if you want to experience an amazing production, it's presented by Star Enterprise. It's on January 24th. It's Celebrate Thy Brother, which is a woman's devotional to their men. It's going to be a simply epic event. It's the third annual one, and we are super excited to highlight some brothers. It's divine, especially in today's time, right, guys? It's so important with all of the things that's going on in the media and the world and people's homes. It's very important for us to uplift the man, and it's an honor to be working on this project again for the third time. Celebrate Thy Brother. To get more information and tickets, you could go to www.celebratethybrother.info. And I'm done.
Thank you so much, and I want everybody to have a good night. You can visit our website, realsistersrising.com, to listen to our archives, and if you missed the show, you can, go back to realsistersrising.com/podcast to listen to tonight's show if you have missed it, the live one, and listen to our past shows, and also check out our membership opportunity. We are looking for chapter presidents in the East Coast area to help us with our expansion. And keep rising, and hope to see you next week. Good night.
Good night.